Hello, fellow food lovers and cultural explorers. Welcome back to Global Eats Uncovered, your go-to channel for uncovering the incredible stories behind the world's most famous dishes. If you love exploring history through food, understanding how legends have shaped the way we eat, and discovering how traditional meals connect us to the past, you're in the right place. In today's episode, we're taking you on a journey from legends to tables, the amazing stories behind famous dishes. Throughout history, food has been more than just sustenance. It has been a symbol of power, a product of necessity, and sometimes even a gift from the gods. Every dish carries a story, from myths and folklore to real-life historical events that shaped entire cuisines. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's uncover the fascinating stories behind some of the world's most famous and beloved dishes. 1. Italy, margherita pizza, a dish fit for a queen. Pizza is arguably one of the most famous foods in the world. But did you know that one of the most iconic versions, pizza margherita, was created in honor of a queen? The legend behind margherita pizza. The story dates back to 1889, when Queen Margherita of Savoy and King Umberto I visited Naples. To honor the queen, a local pizzuolo pizza maker named Raffaele Esposito created a special pizza with ingredients that matched the colors of the Italian flag: red tomatoes, white mozzarella, and green basil. The queen reportedly loved it so much that it was named after her, and pizza margherita became a national symbol of Italy. Modern influence. Today, margherita pizza is a staple of Italian cuisine and is enjoyed worldwide. Its simple ingredients and authentic Neapolitan style have influenced countless pizza variations, making it one of the most beloved dishes in the world. 2. Japan, ramen, a dish of war and innovation. Ramen, one of Japan's most famous comfort foods, has a fascinating history that blends Chinese influence, wartime struggles, and post-war innovation. The legend behind ramen. Although ramen is now considered a quintessential Japanese dish, its origins trace back to China. Chinese immigrants brought wheat noodles to Japan in the late 19th century, and the dish evolved into what we now know as ramen. However, it wasn't until after World War II that ramen became a national sensation. Japan faced severe food shortages, and the US introduced cheap wheat flour, leading to the rise of noodle-based dishes. The biggest turning point came in 1958, when Momofuku Ando invented instant ramen, revolutionizing the way people consumed the dish. His creation made ramen accessible to millions and cemented its place in Japanese culinary history. Modern influence. From traditional ramen shops to instant noodles in every grocery store, ramen has become a global phenomenon, with each region of Japan having its own unique version, such as shoyu, soy sauce, tonkotsu, pork bone, and miso ramen. 3. Mexico mole poblano, a sauce born from a mistake. Mexican cuisine is rich with history and legend, and mole poblano, a complex sauce made with child's chocolate and spices, has one of the most intriguing origin stories. The legend behind mole poblano, the most famous tale of mole poblano, comes from the 17th century in Puebla, Mexico. According to legend, a group of nuns at the convent of Santa Rosa were preparing a meal for the visiting archbishop. In a panic, they mixed together whatever ingredients they had: spices, nuts, chocolate, and bread, and created a rich, flavorful sauce that would become a staple of Mexican cuisine. While historians suggest that mole has roots in pre-Hispanic Mesoamerican cooking, the legend of the nuns adds a layer of charm to this beloved dish. Modern influence. Today, mole poblano is a symbol of Mexican culture. Served on special occasions such as Dia de los Muertos and weddings, it has also influenced other variations of mole throughout Mexico, each with its own unique twist. 4. France, croissant, the Austrian pastry that became French. Few pastries are as universally loved as the croissant, but its origins don't actually lie in France. The legend behind the croissant. The story begins in 1683 during the Ottoman siege of Vienna. Austrian bakers, working late at night, heard the sounds of Ottoman soldiers digging tunnels beneath the city. They alerted the military, leading to the defeat of the Ottoman forces. To celebrate, the bakers created a crescent-shaped pastry, mimicking the crescent moon on the Ottoman flag as a symbol of victory. When Austrian Princess Marie Antoinette married King Louis XVI of France, she introduced kipferl, the original name for the pastry, to the French court. French bakers refined the recipe, adding layers of butter to create the flaky, buttery croissant we know today. Modern influence. The croissant has become a staple of French patisseries and worldwide. Whether enjoyed plain, filled with chocolate pain au chocolat, or stuffed with almond cream, the croissant is a global breakfast favorite. 5. China. Peking duck, a dish reserved for emperors. Peking duck is one of China's most prestigious dishes, with a history that dates back centuries and is deeply rooted in imperial culture. The legend behind Peking duck. This dish originated in the Yuan dynasty 1271 to 1368, but it gained its legendary status during the Ming dynasty 1368 to 1644. When it was served exclusively to the Chinese imperial court, chefs developed a unique cooking technique, roasting the duck until the skin became perfectly crispy, while the meat remained tender. One of the most famous tales involves Emperor Qianlong of the Qing dynasty, who was so impressed with Peking duck that he made it a centerpiece of royal banquets. Modern influence. Today, Peking duck is enjoyed in fine dining restaurants around the world. It remains a symbol of Chinese culinary excellence, with specialized restaurants in Beijing still following the centuries-old preparation methods. 6. India. Butter chicken, a culinary mistake turned iconic dish. Indian cuisine is full of rich flavors and spices, but one of its most famous dishes, butter chicken, was actually created by accident. The legend behind butter chicken? In the 1950s, at the legendary Moti Mahal restaurant in Delhi, chefs accidentally left cooked tandoori chicken sitting too long. To prevent it from drying out, they simmered it in a tomato-based gravy with butter and cream. The result was a rich, flavorful dish that became an instant classic. Modern influence butter chicken has since become one of the most beloved Indian dishes worldwide, influencing other variations such as the British Indian dish chicken tikka masala. Today, it remains a favorite in Indian restaurants globally. Every dish tells a story. From pizza margherita to Peking duck, the world's most famous dishes are steeped in history, myths, and cultural influences. These meals not only satisfy our hunger, but also tell the stories of wars, royal feasts, accidents, and innovations that shaped global cuisine. Which dish's story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Global Eats Uncovered for more deep dives into the amazing histories behind your favorite foods.